Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I want to show you some sketchbook exercises I did last week, and I thought these might be some fun exercises to fill up your sketchbooks faster. And I also want to talk to you in this video about sketchbooks in general. I know that seeing all of those perfect sketchbooks on social media can be intimidating for some people. There is nothing wrong with having beautiful pages in your sketchbook. I also have plenty of finished artworks in my sketchbooks, but sometimes you can put too much pressure on yourself trying to make every page perfect for social media. So with the exercises in this video, I want to show you how you can use your sketchbooks to practice and improve your art. Your sketchbook is for you and not for social media. So when I do finish pieces in my sketchbooks, it's because I do want to practice some materials or techniques to be more confident on future paintings, because you don't want to practice or waste the good paper or canvases. Also in my sketchbooks with better paper, which costs more, I won't do, for example, figure drawings, because I will use that paper to practice for portraits or compositions or watercolors, just to name a couple of things. And while I'm practicing, I might as well finish them. And here in the sketchbook that I'm using in this video, which is the Fabriano Venezia sketchbook, I like to practice all sorts of things. The paper can handle a lot of materials. It's the first time using it, and I've already bought a second one to start once I finish this one. I've experimented a lot in the sketchbook with all types of art supplies, even the ones that were lying around unused for a month and years. And exercise number 1 in this video is about getting to use your unused art supplies in your sketchbook. A lot of us artists are guilty of buying art supplies and then completely procrastinating on starting to use them. Before buying them, I always have a lot of ideas and motivation to use them, and once I have them at home, it feels like I forgot the ideas in the art store on my way home. And I swatch my supplies and put them somewhere, and then I feel guilty for not using them. Like these Neocolor 2 I'm using for this page. I bought a couple of colors last year because I saw everyone using them and I wanted to try them out, but I always found an excuse not to use them. I didn't have the right sketchbook, or no idea what to draw or use them for. I don't have enough colors to do anything with them. I'd used them once and never touched them again, which is a shame. And even for this page here, I didn't have enough colors, but I decided to paint some pears anyways. By the way, for all these exercises in this video, I will be painting pears using reference pictures from Pinterest. I really enjoyed using the Neocolor tool for these loose sketches. They have a really painterly vibe to it. I wish I had 1 or 2 more colors to use, especially for this page. But what I wanted to show you with this is to make the most out of what you have. To try out some materials, you don't have to go out and buy a full set. I feel like I chose a decent color palette to try these out. I was just overthinking, like I always do. Also, waiting to use an art supply until you have the right ideas, like having art block and sitting around waiting for ideas or inspiration to come. You will get those through working through it. Also, don't be scared to waste your art supplies. I know they are expensive, but they last a long time. I was always scared to waste my supplies or use them up too quick. I've had a lot of my supplies for years and I use them daily, and looking at everything I've painted with them and seeing how much is left, the fear of wasting them is completely exaggerated. You won't run out of your art supplies by using 1 page in your sketchbook. Use them and learn and have fun with them. Art materials are there to be used, not to sit in a drawer and not see the light of the day anymore. So exercise number 2 is one of my usual painting styles, which is mixed media. For this page I wanted to have a base with watercolors and mixed colors, but I wanted to add more depth, contrast and texture with color pencils. I also wanted to try out different pencils to test what I could get out of them, so I used the Faber-Castell Polychromos and the Caran d'Ache Luminance, which I don't use very often. I also used some Derwent drawing pencils. I really like them, but they don't have a lot of colors. I think they're just 24 colors in the set. So this exercise is more for when you feel a bit of art block. Actually all of them are, but this one you can practice with something you feel comfortable. Maybe you don't know what to draw and feel stuck, but you don't want to try out new things and you really want to paint something, so stay in your comfort zone, take an art supply you feel comfortable using, and maybe choose a subject you really like drawing over and over again. I always paint watercolor lemons when I feel stuck and just want to practice or paint but don't really know what to do. It never gets boring and I feel comfortable. This always helps loosen up and taking away the pressure of not knowing what to paint but wanting to practice maybe daily. I really enjoyed painting this page and building up the colors. In some steps I was a bit skeptical if they would end up looking good, but I've learned to work my way through the ugly stages of paintings, and if it doesn't turn out good in the end, it's not the end of the world. You've learned something, you showed up to do something, you're learning discipline. A not so good looking page doesn't mean you failed as an artist, but it means you are committing to learning and growing as much as possible. And also, one ruined page is just a piece of paper. It is not the end of the world, and it is also not the last piece of paper left. You will have thousands more to fill up, so don't worry about it. Exercise number 3 is perfect to loosen up since it's straight up painting without any sketch. This one was the most fun exercise out of the 4 in this video, and it's also perfect for me and those who always have to prepare everything and sketch and try to make everything perfect. Just forget all of that. Take your brush and watercolors and start painting. I had some Pinterest reference as a kind of guide on which colors to pick. I didn't pre-mix colors, I just picked them while painting and mixing directly on the paper. I know at first it sounds scary because when sketching with a pencil you can always erase, but over the years I feel like I've learned more from an approach like this because this forces you to put more thought into every line, and the more you do it, the easier it will become. You will also train your eyes on simplifying things. You can also do this exercise with a ballpoint pen, ink, gouache, whatever it is that is permanent and can be erased. This will over time really help you to be more confident while drawing and painting, and you will be more open to experiment and improvising. When using reference pictures with this exercise, so not drawing something out of your imagination, this exercise is also good to develop style. As I've said, I've learned more from this than any other approach because I don't try to copy the picture as it is and make it look too realistic. It's just a fun exercise, and sometimes the more you try to make something look too realistic, the faker it ends up looking. With this exercise, I wanted to just paint basic and natural. That is for me the best way to develop my style. When you're just trying to perfectly replicate a picture, you're not really painting and letting your style out. Your art style is always developing. You will never be done growing as an artist. Your art style is what comes easy and natural to you. It's not something that you should force or completely struggle to achieve. Your style is always in you. You just have to let it out natural without trying to be like someone else. And with exercises like these, you will get there, so don't rush trying to find your style. I know it's sometimes frustrating seeing all of those artists have a particular style that just by looking at them you know who painted that, but these people have put years and years of practice into their art, and so you just need to focus on your art and practice and get better, and you will develop your own style. In future videos, I will show you more exercises you can use to improve and fill up more sketchbooks. I really enjoyed doing these 2 pages, especially the sliced up pears I've painted. I'm glad I incorporated these ones in the spread because I did too many whole pears from the outside, and so it was fun doing like the inside of the pear and learning how to paint that. In exercise number 4, I will show you how I use this page to put an art supply to the test I haven't used too much and compare it to one I use a lot. So I bought these Staedtler matte graphite pencils because I needed a darker black than the regular 9B pencil, which isn't dark enough, but I haven't used them that much. I used these in my episode 1 of sketchbook exercises for drawing cats. I didn't like them for drawing fur because, well, I hate drawing hair and fur in general. But I knew I wanted to try them out for still lifes, so here we are drawing pears with them. I wanted to do a comparison with my regular graphite pencils I use, which are the Staedtler ones and also the Faber-Castell ones. I put some washi tape on the page to have clean borders, and in the end I use regular tissues and Q-tips to smudge and blend the graphite and sometimes even my finger. I really like how both turned out, even though I felt more comfortable using the regular pencils, but that's because I've used those for ages now. Anyways, I enjoyed doing these pages and share my experience with you guys. Stay tuned for episode 3 of my tips and exercises to improve and have fun with art. If you like this video and want to see more, leave a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. See you guys in my next video. Bye bye guys.